Alright, so Battlefield Hardline, the beta, the second beta, I believe this is just an open beta now for everyone, has dropped for all platforms. I must say though, Sony, you deserve the L of truth, because for some reason, and it's always been a problem, I can never get any of the exclusive betas, whether if it was Evolve or anything that was out openly, like an open beta release. It's never on your front page. We have to go through a hassle, either create a New Zealand account or something. You guys never update the US PSN store. As to what I've seen in my experience, you guys suck. Anyways, let's get into this. Battlefield Hardline. And you know what? I took a big L today. Jeremy hit me with a huge ass L. I'm gonna stop giving my reviews really kind of quick. Not that it's quick, or just I'm gonna just stop, rating a game or say if a game is good or bad in the very beginning. And I'm gonna just do, instead of that, I'm gonna just start like my reactions video when games first drop, and then give like my personal, honest opinion to like a game later on. But I'll get to that in another video. So Battlefield Hardline, I'm gonna just say off the bat, this Battlefield, prior to the previous beta that we had a couple months back last year of Battlefield Hardline, this one doesn't feel like an expansion to me. I know a lot of people were stating, oh, it feels like an expansion pack. It should have been an expansion. There's nothing new. And I'm actually happy, and it does feel, and it seems like, this team put a lot of work into this game. Because for an open beta, remember, they were taking the chance with an open beta, allowing anyone and as many people to download this beta to join the servers. And I haven't encountered any server issues. I don't know if you guys are, or you guys have, but I have not. So that's a plus. The game feels really solid to me. I'm not gonna lie. The game is very solid to me as far as gameplay wise. It's not very glitchy for me. Another thing I want to just say before I get into like what I think they should just fix with this beta, or as far as the game itself before release, is even with the Battlefield 4, beta, or even the full release, on my PC, I have never experienced frame drop issues, and that game is very detailed. It has a lot of items, objects in the map. It has a lot going on. I have never experienced frame drop issues, and there's a lot of games out that even rarely have that much going on, and I experienced a lot of frame rate drops, sorry. So that's a plus. Now, aside from the gameplay, right before we get into that, I will add, like I said, this does not feel like an expansion pack, but I do believe in my opinion, they should drop the Conquest in this game. I know it's a very popular mode. Trust me, I played Conquest. Conquest is popping. I know it be live as hell. A lot of people play on it. But my reasons for it is just, now going into gameplay, it ruins the point of cops and robbers, in my opinion, and the whole theme of the game of being cops and robbers, because it's almost like we're still war veterans and war army, our soldiers running into battle with Conquest. And I understand their point of it is in a different type of style of just claiming territory. I understand, but still. And then on top of that, remember, it's not the game that's fucking it up. Excuse my language. It's the community who kind of sucks, because it feels like a helicopter truck vehicle frenzy in Conquest, and it's pretty annoying. It doesn't matter. I understand people are saying, and I agree myself, the helicopters, you could drop them quick. It's not the point. You don't want to stray away from the objective every second, because you have to take down a helicopter or destroy a car, because they spawn pretty damn fast, and that's pretty annoying. That's a concern, because imagine full release, you're playing with your boys Conquest, or even any game type except for Hotwire, where it does require cars and helicopters, but that's a different story because the maps, they're a little bit smaller and Conquest is a tad bit larger. And the fact that you can't complete the objective because people are taking over all the vehicles and even your teammates, it gets annoying. And with a mode like Hotwire, where you have to use vehicles and stuff like that, that's a different story. You have to use the vehicles. They play a huge role in that game type. Conquest, you have to use the vehicles because you need to get from point A to point B. Only problem with Conquest is that the community sucks, because half of them don't play the objective, and that's always been a problem with video games. But damn, it's like they know this game is just a fresh out the beta base, a beta game. So as soon as we all start, people are jumping into vehicles, booking it. Like, hello, pick us all up. You got trucks in the game, trucks that hold up to 4 or 5 people. Nah, people are there for themselves, so that's annoying. It's not the game, it's the community. And I think integrating a lot of vehicle spawns and all that crap will ruin the game, because it's pretty damn annoying. You'll be straying away from the actual gameplay just to always every second trying to find a javelin or whatever you call it to take down helicopters and vehicles. It's pretty damn annoying. With Hotwire is a different story, because you have to take the cars and claim them, or take over, or whatever the case may be. That's a different scenario, different situation. Next up, I want to just say I'm loving the whole environment. They didn't over exaggerate with destruction. There is some destruction. People claim that there's not that much destruction. There is some destruction in the open maps with buildings falling off and stuff like that. It's not too crazy, but I'm fine with that. The game it shouldn't have to have that when it's based on a whole different theme, but it's good that it has some elements of destruction and dynamic. And I love the dynamic weather. They still have it in the game in one of the maps that I played. That's not the problem. I think an issue I'm having really is with the guns. Now, mind you, yes, this is still in beta, so they can always change it. Just always hit them up on the forums. Their weapons have like a visual, how do you call it, visual recoil. It's weird. It's like the guns have a recoil, but then also your screen moves. Like it's kind of, I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it's pretty annoying. And it just makes you just want to use like maybe a sniper, because it's a hassle. You got some pretty good weapons in there. I like their weapons of choice that they have for you to start with, and all the attachments they bring to the table and everything. But when I'm using these guns, when you're in a vehicle, it's the worst, because for some reason, when you're in the vehicle with your boys and then you click the analog stick you want to shoot, your whole screen shakes as you shoot. That shouldn't have to happen. That shouldn't happen. Even when the car isn't moving, my screen shakes. It shouldn't happen. That should not happen. And on top of that, I don't feel the reticle sight, the red dot sight, it doesn't match the bullets. When I shoot, it looked like little lights coming out the gun. I don't see anything really coming out. And then the red dot sight it doesn't match with the bullets. And that goes alongside with the hit detection in the game. I don't really know when I'm getting hit, or where I'm getting hit from, or who's hitting me, or when I'm dying, because sometimes the vibration effect from when you're getting hit is kind of off, and that altogether it doesn't ruin the experience, because it's not that dramatic, but still it's something that should be addressed and should be fixed. Aside from that, I don't mind that you die pretty quick in the game. People are bitching, saying that, oh, you died too quick. Please let that be the case, because I don't want it to be another game where I have to unload a clip on your candy ass and you don't drop. I don't mind the dying quick. If you're faster than me, I don't mind. I don't have no problem. I was dropping bodies, people were dropping me. It does not matter. My only problem is I feel like in this Battlefield, prior to the previous beta we just had, in this one, I didn't even have to all the time keep bursting my trigger finger. I could literally hold down the trigger finger and it was still going straight, like at times. I don't know, so I don't want it to be like that. I'd rather the more realistic simulative type of shooter where I had to burst fire, tap the trigger a couple times to shoot. It seems like you don't have to always do that, and I think that's a problem. That's where it doesn't become competitive and more strategic with your gunplay, and I think it just becomes more sloppy and easy. And I don't want it to be like that. Hopefully a lot of people address that issue, and not the fucking losers who think they're the shit, meanwhile they're holding down the trigger finger. I think the character designs are great. You're able to add bandanas, different colors, different outfits. I like all that, and it all goes down to currency. So the more you kill, the more you play the objective, you unlock currency. I love that whole system. I always love that system. I said it in my previous video with Battlefield Hardline months back, that system of play and style was definitely a great idea. That currency, you could just simply buy the weapons, and also as you level up, you unlock weapons. Then if you have the funds, you can purchase it. So I definitely like that. So it's not really my review for this game. That's just my overall opinion on the game, and so far playing the game, how I feel about it. To me, it's a solid game, and I'm really happy the game plays very, very well and smooth. For me, it plays very smooth on both Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And it's an open beta, which is a huge risk, and I give them that because they're allowing a lot of players to jump on, and I haven't encountered any issues. So if you guys have, I apologize. I don't know why, but I have not, and it's been going real smooth. But yeah, I'm gonna still stand by my word and say I suggest they take away those large map modes and keep it still at the 64 players. You know, the 64 and 64, 32 and 32. Just keep the maps to a more smaller degree, not too small. Just take away modes like Conquest, you know, where these vehicles will be over abused, and you know, the helicopters will be over abused, because remember, it's not only that's going to be ruining the game, it's the community itself. Whereas they'll just rather just use the helicopter all damn day and not play the objective. And there's tons of you out there who are more of a hardcore, you know, Battlefield fan than I am. And to wrap it up, if you guys have not tried the game out, I suggest you try it out. Yo, it's a free open beta, who knows? And if those are going to be stubborn, I'm not trying that piece of shit, it's just an expansion. I mean, it's not the same as when it first dropped in closed beta, you know, months ago. It really does not feel like that right now, and I'm really happy with the whole design of the game. It seems like they put a lot of work into it, and I give them a lot of respect for that. You know, continue the design, continue the work, and I just hope they listen to everybody, all of us, when we reach out in the forums speaking about the whole red dot sight not matching the bullets, along with the hit detection, and the too much vehicles, and you know, just that. And that's basically it. And that's small stuff, you know what I mean? That's just the small stuff about it. So I'm really happy. That just shows they put a lot of work trying to prove to us, like, yo, this game is gonna work properly. But if you guys have played it, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, your boy 3 Minute Gamer, and I'm out. Have a good one, peoples. Peace.